What's up, desktoppers? Xavier Wills here for Desktop Bodybuilding, and we are back for the 2023 Mr. Big Evolution. I've got the wrong banner up. I just realized the wrong border up on this screen right now. We're here for Mr. Big Evolution Portugal Pro. I'll change that in just a moment for you guys. But yeah, we've had the classic physique. We've had the results of this, and this man here, Stephane Matala, aka Mr. Unchained, as many of you guys may know him. He came in second in this contest. I personally had him winning from what I saw. This is actually a very drawn out contest. We have a 212s in the morning. Around just after midday, we had the classic physique and a bunch of other divisions. And then now in the evening, we've got the bikini women's bodybuilding and the men's open bodybuilding as well. We do have a poll up currently. Let me know who you think will win the 2023 Mr. Big Evolution Portugal Pro if you are watching live as well. So make sure you drop your votes in there. And let me know who you have winning this contest. But let me know what you think of Stephane Matala, because I think he looks fantastic. He's got a great classic physique. He posed really classic. I thought he's the best, I suppose, embodiment of classic on the stage. And let me know if you had him winning or not, because personally, I did. I did have him winning this contest personally. But the winner, taking nothing away from him, he was spectacular. Antoine Loth, and I'll bring up some photos of him very, very soon as well. But I'll let this run a few times and you guys can let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And I'll just change the banner of this content. Here we change the border, sorry. There we go. We'll change it to that one there. But yeah, I thought he looked fantastic. His conditioning looked pretty damn good as well. I thought his structure might be like way smaller than it actually was on stage, just based on him standing next to Mike Sommerfeld in some photos. And let me see if your comments are popping up here. Here we go. Let me know if you can hear me loud and clear. I think the comments are coming through all right. Some people saying Mario here. Mario saying Presti win. Presti, Marco and Mario. What's up, guys? Yeah, Brian Nasser, shout out, my man. Let's go, everyone. Hit that like button 100%. Thank you, Mark Sealy, as well. Xavier, great work as always. Shout out from Michigan. Very cool. So, and then someone here saying, the red loop saying, I voted Lionel, Big Xave. So right now on stage, just so you guys know, we have the women's bikini. This is obviously Stephane Matala, who's Mr. Unchained. If you are just joining us live right now, he came in second in the classic physique. And I'll find those photos of the winner as well. Because he looked really, really good, really conditioned, probably a more conditioned guy, possibly, maybe slightly more dense, but I just love the roundness and the flow of this guy here in second. And Kevin Clements, shout out, my man, thank you. Hearing me loud and clear, good to hear, because sometimes my audio just decides to play tricks on me. What's up, Dawood? I almost called you David. Rating saying you think it'll be between Phil and Hassan. Hassan is not in this contest. And Phil Klaha is not in this contest either, so I don't think either of them will actually take this one out. Paddy's saying Presti. Oh, Paddy Gold Klaha. This is actually Phil Klaha's partner here, I believe. Surely. I'm pretty sure I've seen her in the comments before. So shout out to Phil, for Phil for winning that contest last week and qualifying for the Olympia. I think he was the oldest competitor to ever win their first pro show and qualify for the Olympia that way. That's really damn cool. What an achievement. I mean, shout out to Phil, like bringing his best in his late 40s. It's absolutely wild. For some reason this is frozen. I'm not sure if you guys are seeing that. But so you said, Raiden, you said read the whole comment. Said, I think it'll be between Phil and Hassan. They'll go for shape over muscle, so Presti for the win. Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, like between Phil and Hassan. Okay, yep, sorry, my bad. Like Phil and Hassan. Sorry, I read that slightly wrong. Daniel Noble saying Presti. Yeah, my predictions. So if you guys want to know my predictions, who I predicted, you can listen to it actually on the latest episode of Bodybuilding University, because this is going to be probably a little bit of time before it actually gets to the open men. But let me go back to this. Yeah, it's probably going to take a little bit of time. So we've got a bit of time to discuss things, give you the 212 results. There's actually a guy in the 212s as well who actually has previously qualified for the Olympia that he actually looked like he had some burns and some issues. Yes, we do have Phil Klahar's partner here, Paddy Gold Klahar. Shout out. Thank you for being, yes, his wife, yeah. So shout out for you for getting in the comments. It's like, I love people like Phil and his wife for, being such bodybuilding fans. It's really cool. Like living it, like you're in it right now, and then you're also fans. It's really, really cool to see. I absolutely love it. Okay, so Marco, you're asking how soon will there be pre-judgment for the open category? It seems like it's all a one format show. So it's like pre-judging and finals all in one. So I'm guessing, so we've got the bikini on right now. I'm guessing they might bring men's bodybuilding out. Like they'll do like a sort of like a pre-judging, run through the women's bikini, which is on stage right now. Probably have women's bodybuilding second, I'd say. And they'll bring out the men. I'd say they're bringing out like a normal pre-judging. Then they'll go back to bikini, go back to women's bodybuilding, then go back to men, sort of like a prejudging finals all in one show, which makes it a lot easier. So it shouldn't take too long, and I'm hoping not. Kevin Clements. Kevin's the guy that's always in the comments of these videos. So I wanted to give him a massive shout out and just wish him all the best, because he says, I'm also back in hospital. Things went downhill again, so I'm back in hospital bed watching this, the irony. Oh, man. Well, I'm not sure what issues you're having, but everyone send Kevin some love, because he's always a supporter of desktop bodybuilding, so we always support each other here. And yeah, wishing you all the best, Kevin. And Stephane FT says Presti, first, second Roman, third Klancir, and fourth Vlad. Yeah, I mean, some people are predicting Vlad for the win. Aaron Pilates did on the latest episode of Bodybuilding University, so make sure you guys check out that episode after. Marco Open, like I said, I'm not 100% sure when it starts, but it might be like half an hour or so. Classic Physique results are in. Let's see. Whoa, you guys are getting in the comments. Shout out. So thank you for getting in there. People showing Kev some love. I love that. Big Kev. Get well soon, Kevin. From Maine, Brian Nasser. We have some cool people in the comments. Shout out to you guys. Daniel Noble, everyone getting in there. All right. So I'm going to bring up some photos of the winner of the Classic Physique. Just give me about 30 seconds and I should have those up for you guys. So I want you guys to see, and you guys can give me your opinion. I personally had Stephane Matala, but this is only based off video as well. In person, we know it's a different story. It's like the whole Ian Valier, Hassan thing, and obviously like Phil Klahar. Based off the first lot of photos, people were saying Hassan's going to win it, and then Phil, I think when you saw the straight on photos and saw a bit of more close up HD ones, then you sort of go, oh, okay, I see why this was a bit different. Some people saying someone said Stephane robbed. Yeah, I mean, Stephane looked fantastic. So Kevin gave us a bit of an update on his health as well. Says stomach and digestion problems along with a bladder infection. Oh man, sounds like you're having a rough time. So hopefully at least this can entertain you for a good, honestly, it's probably going to be an hour and a half, but potentially if it's live, I'm not too sure. Will we get any Milos impersonations today? I mean, Skogadi, I mean, it's, we might possibly get some Milos impersonations. I mean, it depends if these guys peak properly, get the insulin protocols, all right with the correct, my correct hyperemia protocols. I mean, these guys will come in all-time best. I mean, come on. I love Milos. I think I should make a T-shirt in conjunction with Milos and just where it just says hyperemia or something like that, or insulin across the front. I'm glad, man. I'm glad we can make it at least just a little bit easier for you to stay in hospital, man. But chin up, and as we say here in Australia, chin up, which means basically like, I guess it means try to be positive. But obviously, yeah. But best wishes for you, man, and I'm sure you'll be out of there in no time. But sorry, I'll get back to bring up those photos of the winner of the Classic Physique. Currently, we do have bikini on stage for anyone who's just joining live now, and we will have the open men coming up at least somewhat shortly, I'm sure. I just keep checking back to, it's taking a little bit to load these photos for whatever reason. I think because I've got the live stream playing, I'm streaming live, and I'm trying to bring up photos and videos, so Here we go. We do have a few shots here. But the cool thing about Stephane as well, he seemed incredibly happy for everyone else. I believe this is, geez, I hope I've got the right guy as the winner here. Because I'll look like an idiot if I don't. Okay, let's open these up. Might just have to go large on my face for a second. And I apologize for that. But present. Yeah, I just have to stop that for 1 second. And let me bring up. Oops. Share screen. And bring these up. Okay, so this was, I believe, the winner. I believe I'm right here in saying that this was the winner of the classic physique here. I mean, the dude was dialed in. I don't think he posed as well as Stephane, and correct me if I'm wrong on this. These are just a couple of screen captures from the live stream. The live stream, if you guys do want to watch along as well, the link to that is in the description below. It's only like 19 euros or something, so not too bad. And Paddy liked the Milos impersonation. I mean, Paddy, I do my best. I mean, maybe if Phil work with me, I mean, you know, I put it on the correct hyperemia protocol. I mean, just volumize the muscle. I mean, Phil, I mean, at his age, he wants to do a little bit lighter weight. I mean, just pump the muscle and expand. I mean, without the pump, it can't really grow. But yeah, this guy looked really, really good. So I'm taking absolutely nothing away from him. His name is Antoine Loth. Looked really good. I believe this was the winner. Please correct me if I'm wrong. But his conditioning, really, really good density. I mean, when you see him from the back, you can see the glutes are developed. Like the outer sweep is really popping out on that back pose as well. I caught him a little bit in between poses there. Just a lot of density. Like in a bodybuilding contest, I would, yeah, have him winning. But personally, because I thought classic physique, just based on more shape, roundness, and things like that, that's why I would have had Stephane over this guy. But honestly, both guys look fantastic, and I'll actually bring it up on Instagram for you guys as well, so you guys can see what really went down. I'll just quickly stop that screen share there. Try to do like 10 things at once on this computer, and it's not even letting me stop it. There we go. Okay, so let me bring this up for you guys. Share screen. And I'll show you a bit of the 212s as well in just a moment and what went down there. So this was, yeah, I've got the right guy. So there's our top 5 from the 2023 Classic Physique. I'll put it up a little bit bigger for you guys. So as you can see, first place was Antoine Loth, which on Instagram, his name's Grumpy Grizzly IFB Pro. Cool name. In second was, obviously, as we mentioned, Stephane, Matala. And then I'm only going off the Instagram names here. Miguel Malamo. And then we had David MCS, which I can't remember his last name. He's on the far left. He actually, I believe, won or got second in a show recently. He looked really, really good. He's shredded. And maybe, honestly, had he won this show, I wouldn't have complained whatsoever. Or at least been top 2. So I think maybe he was slightly overlooked. But he doesn't pose as well. So I think maybe that's what hurt him a little bit. I'll go through a few more photos. And in 5th place, we had Adam Bommert. So he looked really good as well. So we can go to a few more of those photos in just a second. But they give the full top 10 results here and give medals to the top 10, which I was very impressed with. Very, very happy about that, because I always like to find out who is placing these other spots. And a lot of time in these pro contests, we only get like a top 5. And then we've got to look at the scorecards half an hour or an hour later, which actually they're pretty quick at getting those scorecards up online now, which I'm always happy about. But yeah, you can sort of see a side shot there. There's a front shot. So you can see pretty much here, the quads are probably a little bit better. They cut in a little bit more at the knee, where you see Stephane's are a little bit wider, maybe slightly sharper here too. It is a little bit hard to tell. But you look at the classic physique now, it's like such a good top 5. He's obviously ecstatic to be, obviously a guy that's heavily hyped. And, you know, you can see him on the ground there. He was just absolutely over the moon to win this. So let's look into this guy a little bit further. Your winner of the 2023 Classic Physique, Mr. Big Evolution Pro. I'm not following him yet, so now I am. I'm sure he's going to get a lot more followers based off winning this contest. See what he's tagged in. So you can see him here. So this is our winner, and this is Stephane here. So you can see Stephane actually looks a lot bigger in this photo, but he's probably out angling him a little bit. I assume that's him. Yep, that's him. That is the lowest res photo I've ever seen in my life. Antoine Loth, yep, I got it right. Let's have a look through, see if there's any. There's no HD photos coming out as yet, or videos. But we'll go to some of his pre-show updates, because sometimes you can see a little bit more in that. Here's a video update. This was 1 week ago. So you can see maybe up a little bit closer. I'll get back to your comments, see what you guys are saying about all this. Sorry, it's always a little bit laggy like that when you do this on StreamYard for whatever reason. Someone saying he got his pro card in bodybuilding. Hasbic. Thank you, my man. Jose Bar says, one of the open guys on X. Now, check who's on stage right now, because I haven't actually been watching the comp. Just give me 1 second. I'll just check to see if who's on stage currently. So we still have bikini on stage right now. So I believe it will go bikini, then probably women's bodybuilding, then open men's bodybuilding. So bikini should be somewhat getting close to the end. Individual walkouts right now, but I'm assuming it's going to work like a pre-judging finals all in one. But so they might do like prejudging bikini, prejudging women's bodybuilding, prejudging men's. I'm assuming they'll leave the men to last, but I can't guarantee that. Men could be up next and they could be on stage in 10 minutes. I don't know. And what you're seeing on stage right now, or what you're seeing on the screen right now, is your winner of the Classic Physique. So you can see there, I think you can see probably in person, he probably looked a lot crisper, a lot more dense, and a lot harder as to why he actually won this contest over Stephane. Because you look at that, and it actually looks so much more impressive than, I suppose, what we're seeing in the video quality on stage. But I think you can make a case for either guy, and I will be looking up the results and the scorecards as soon as possible, just to see if there was like a split decision or anything like that. And for those asking, more characters with a mix, Stephane lost. Yes, he got second. So yeah, he did not. Yep, so no Olympia ticket for Stephane, at least at this show. And yeah, Jihan Amrolia. It is, yeah, 3:20 a.m. And I actually do feel a little bit sick at the moment, so I'm doing this for you guys solely. So yeah, there's no prejudging essentially for those who are asking. I'm on the east coast of Australia. Used to be west coast over there in Perth, but I'm on the east coast now. Thank you, Jihan. Thank you so much. Now let's get to, let me just quickly go through this. And I'll pop back up on the screen for now. The winner, the second place finisher, Stephane Matala in the Classic Physique. And you can let me know, do you think that he was better than the eventual winner, Antoine Loth, or did you have Antoine Loth winning this one? When is the Open? That's the main question from everyone. I can't give you guys an exact time. It might be very, very soon. It might take a little bit of time. But I'll bring you guys some screen captures and whatever I can find on the Open as soon as that comes available. So you'll find it here first, or you can get the live stream, which the link is in the description below. No worries at all, Jose Bar. No worries, guys. Appreciate you guys following along. And if you do appreciate it, give the video a thumbs up, smash that like button, subscribe, all that good stuff. It goes a long way to helping desktop bodybuilding and bringing more of this stuff to you guys as well. So in a moment, I'll bring up some of the 212 stuff that I've found online, which is not a lot as yet, but I've found a video of the winner And I do have some information on a guy that was one of the favorites actually going into it. And he didn't actually show up at finals. So we'll dig into that and I'll give you guys the potential reasons as to why that was. So just give me a moment, guys, because I'll bring that to you in just a moment. Just trying to manage all these tabs. I actually tried to, my laptop's playing up at the moment. It would have been a little bit faster if that was not playing up. Let me just go to the saved posts on desktop bodybuilding. And I'll play that video again for you guys. But you guys can keep letting me know, who do you have in the open bodybuilding? Yeah, Ronald saying, Stephane looked like the winner. I'm no IFB judge. Kevin Clements, Xavier, Gold Coast, Brisbane, or somewhere else? Somewhere else. Somewhere else. People can just keep guessing. Yeah, this is from Joe Reynolds. What happened to Rob Taylor is similar as to what happened to a guy a few years back. Now, I'm going to give you guys an update on that. So Rob Taylor was one of the favorites. He's actually a pro show winner in the 212s, and he did not appear at finals. So I'll show you guys potentially why that was. So I will bring up this now. So this is, I won't bring it up fully open. I assume it's fine, actually, it's on IG. But you can see that there. He appears to have pretty severe burns on his body. You can see it there. Like, this is, I'm assuming from the tan, it's like not great. And it looks like it's up here on his back as well, and down here on his lower lats. And he says, just one of the reasons why I didn't place today at Mr. Big Evolution show. Don't know what happened to my body. There is other big reasons too, but for everyone who is wondering why I never came back out for routine and finals. I mean, that's devastating, like absolutely devastating. I won't feature that too long on there just in case it picks up something on YouTube. But I really feel for him, because something like that, like, you prep so long for these contests, you go through pain. I know he's got a family, like all that sort of stuff. And it's like, that's devastating for him, honestly. And this was your winner of the 212 at the Mr. Big Evolution Pro. I mean, look at those legs. They're ridiculous. I just love that look. They're just cut out. They look crazy. I mean, this guy, to move up, like, in terms of like place well at an Olympia, I think he needs a little bit more on the upper body. But those legs are world class. I need to see some more photos of this guy. So let's have a look. And let's follow him. Let's see if he's tagged in anything from this contest. No, he might have to be one of those guys that approves tags and whatnot. But this is him here. So this was when he won his pro card. So yeah, you can see phenomenal legs. Really good physique. Yeah, so this is the Olympia Amateur Spain 2019. So this is quite a while ago. Dude has a good physique for sure. Let's go to his posts and see his recent updates. So this is 3 weeks ago. Classic physique versus bodybuilding 212. That's awesome. This guy has a huge rib cage. It just pops out like crazy. I'll just check back with you guys, make sure you guys are hearing me all right and everything. Look at that rib cage. That is insanity. Very impressive. Very, very impressive. And let me get back to this. Let's see his other updates. I do not understand any of this language. But yeah, you can see this looks like a filtered sort of video for whatever reason. And when was this? It was 1 day ago. Says after a very hard and nervous, this is obviously translated too, so it might not be perfect. After a very hard and nervous journey through Poland, Portugal, met with a clear sun and a nice fresh Atlantic Ocean wind, I felt very comfortable in this lovely big house. And then I moved into here we go. The fact that they don't know me here and nobody gives me a chance to even get to the top 6 gives me even more motivation to show my best. But more importantly, this is the strongest support from my family, friends. Cool. Followers from Ukraine. So this guy's, I assume, Ukrainian, which is a country that's been through a lot. a lot. And here's some updates from the back, so we can see what he looks like. This is 2 weeks ago. The dude looks good. He looks complete. Let me know, do you think this guy can be a top 10 Olympia guy? Or do you think he's a little bit outside that? He's got a pretty damn good physique. And a pretty small waist as well. Like, that's insane. Whoa, look at that ab control. That's wild. That is wild. When is Classic finals? Classic has already been on. I've been talking about it in this video. Stephane got second. And someone was asking if Rob Taylor, I said, was that guy using a product like Milano Tan had a bad reaction? How could a person otherwise get sunburn and not know it? So it's I didn't mean actual sunburn. I mean like burns on his skin. This can be from a tan because they use like acetone and things like that in it. So perhaps Rob Taylor used a tan that maybe he used different hair removal technique and then it opened the pores and then it affected his skin. I actually respond quite bad to acetone-based tans as well when I've competed, but not to that level where it like burns your skin. But yeah. Someone said, Loho says, Xavier, I love how you say insane. Insane. I don't know if that's an Australian way of saying it or if, like a lot of Australians, we just copy the Americans. I'm not too sure. Over 400 people in the chat. Guys, keep commenting and like the video if you haven't yet. It takes 1 second. You just jump off the live chat and jump straight back in. It'd be much appreciated and we can get hopefully over 500 people in here live. But yeah, that's some insane ab control from the winner of the 212 of the 2023 Mr. Big Evolution Pro. I'll try to find some results from the 212. So let's hit up Evolution of not Evolution of Bodybuilding, although they're great. Bodybuilders Without Borders, maybe. Bodybuilders, maybe buys and tries. These are the guys that normally have the results pumping out to us pretty damn quick. Here we go. Oh, wow, that's a very good top 5. Because that was another guy, Lucas Coelho, from Brazil. He was another favorite coming into this. Wow, that is a very, very stacked top 5. That guy who got second looks insane too. Holy crap. This is... Wow. Okay, let's have a look at some of these guys. So this is Marco Sarcone. He's your second place finisher in this contest. Is this from this one? Posted 4 hours ago? Yes. Awesome physique. This is his pro debut as well. Second. And honestly, I can't imagine it being anything else apart from close. When was this? Because he looks like he's actually added a decent amount of size since this. 5 hours ago. What does this say? This guy's a great physique. This is him right here in the middle. Wow, look at those legs. He looks phenomenal. And there's our winner there, you can see. What a top 5. Top 3 is insane. I mean, very, very impressed. Like, the fact you got guys like Lucas Coelho placing in 4th in this contest is just crazy. He's our second place finisher. This is obviously before the contest. Small waist too. Yeah, very good physique. I think we're going to have some guys coming up in the 212s based off this, and a lot of the European guys, very, very... Actually, I'll keep going through this guy's story. Wow, look at that. He's cut from stone too. Very impressive physique. Hopefully I've got it on the right screen for you guys because I'm not looking at your chat right now. As I look in the chat, EP09, great YouTube channel. Check him out. Much love, my man. Not much is up. I'm feeling a little bit under the weather, but I'm good. And yeah, we've had the 212 results. And I'll get back on the screen because we're watching just literally someone driving right now. And this is our 212 second place finisher who looked phenomenal. There we go, some backstage footage of him posing. We had a really good top 5 in the 212s, and I'll go back, like, if you want to see the 212 top 5, there it is. Insane. This guy looks phenomenal. Pro debut for this guy. But yeah, it's 3:30 in the morning here in Australia, but we are live. I'm drinking coffee, which is probably great for my body's circadian rhythm. Nuts. I'm just hoping I don't lose my voice from this. There's a photo there, you can see the 212, but it's quite obviously zoomed out for everyone. See if anyone has any close-up photos here. There we go. But yeah, he looks really, really good. Very, very impressed. Yeah, it lags on the videos. It's just the way it is with StreamYard. There's no avoiding that, unfortunately. There is a link in the description to the pay-per-view. It is £19 or £20 or something like that. So he's eating pretty healthy for his cheat meals off stage. But yeah, that's his second place finisher. So let's delve into... This guy's really good. I think this guy actually won a show last year, or was second a few times. I remember covering him. Nasser Syed. Not following him. I'm following a lot of guys now that are doing well on these shows. Yeah, here we go. He did qualify last year, by the looks of it. Olympia invite, yep. So this was last year, the Arnold Sports UK. So he was the winner. Great physique. And this guy finished third. So this was 1 week out of this show. The dude has grainy, striated pecs. Ridiculous conditioning. It's unbelievable this guy didn't win. When you look at his physique, it was a few weeks ago. Incredible. This was 10 weeks ago. So this guy obviously gets in shape pretty early. Here's a backstage shot. Looks like of the top, some of the top guys at least from the 212. This is him backstage getting third place. I mean, imagine looking like this in the 212s, thinking that you're probably going to walk in and win this show, or at least be right up there. You get third place. It's rough. I see. I don't like the way he poses here with these hands almost the height of his shoulders. He has to pull that down a little bit. I think that look much better, but still looks absolutely wild. How good is this guy? And yeah, you can see, obviously, you just see the elbows going almost directly straight out from the shoulders. I do not like that. I don't know why guys do that. You see a lot of men's physique too. Could use a little bit more of a back, like in terms of thickness and stuff, but I mean, this is still a wild physique. I mean, that's being hypercritical. Super impressive. This is someone saying, so if Rob was healthy, what placing would he get? I mean, I don't know. It's really, really hard to say. Really hard to say in a lineup like this. Honestly, I'd be just completely just making it up and guessing. Thank you, Kevin Clements. I appreciate it, my man. I got a little boy and a little girl. Sophia and Carlo, they're the best kids on the planet. Kind little souls. You can tell their nature from being little. Loho, Milosachev is going to do the Masters. Just hears it on RX. I think you're trolling us, Loho. I think you're trolling us. I have a feeling. I mean, this would be preposterous. I mean, I lost my legs pretty much. I mean, and we also have that recent car accident. I think you're. Ronald saying get rid of a 212 and increase prize money for Open. Unfortunately, it doesn't work like that. The reason being is because Open sanction fees. So everyone that puts on an Open show has to pay pretty high sanction fees, which basically pays the IFB a certain amount of money so you can put on an Open show. And then they have to pay, obviously, prize money on top of that. So putting on a 212 show is a lot cheaper, which is why I'm surprised there's not more 212 shows in America. I'm just trying to pull really good lineups around the Arnold Classic. If I was going to do a 212 show and put it on, I'd put it 2 weeks after the Arnold Classic. It would, or a week after. You know, it just makes sense because the guys that don't qualify. Actually, no, there's no 212. The Arnold Classic, scrap that. I think that actually hurts for 212 as well. So let's have a look at some of these other guys that did well. I'm going to actually just quickly check the stream just to see where we're up to. Oh, we still have Bikini on stage. It looks like it's getting towards the end. Women's bodybuilding, I don't know. I'll check how many numbers we've got in women's bodybuilding. Let's quickly... let's go to the competitors list. So we find out how far away we are from the Open men. Seems like we're near the end of the judging for the bikini. Women's bodybuilding, we have 3 people in it. Okay, so that should be pretty quick. So we might not actually be that far away from Open men. So Open men coming up pretty damn soon, I'd say. So make sure you guys stay tuned. Don't leave the stream. We'll be able to see what Lionel Beyeke looks like. We'll be able to see what, obviously, the likes of Andrea Presti, Vlad Sucharuchko, Roman Fritz, whole bunch of names. So make sure you guys and girls stay tuned in the chat. Shouldn't be too far away, hopefully. Bikini looks like it's somewhat near the end. But for you guys who have not seen it, this is our 212 top 5, and it looked pretty next level. That's the top 10. Wow. The quality for the 212. I mean, some of the top guys, most of you got obviously Sean Clarita, Keon Pearson, but there is a lot of really good European talent in the 212 for whatever reason. I mean, obviously a Brazilian talent here in Lucas Coelho. Crazy impressive. Let me open that back up actually. Let's see how Lucas Coelho looked. I believe this guy's a top 10 212 Olympian, and he finished 4th. So this is the guy that's finishing 4th, you know? This is... I don't know if this is his best, but still pretty good. 94.1 kilograms. So he still has room to move because I believe 212 is around 96 kilograms. 96 point something, 96.6, something like that. It says we are 100% ready for battle and will take place tomorrow here in Portugal. Blah, blah, blah. See a bit of posing footage here. This was 1 day ago. I mean, it's got to be disheartening for these guys being in such great shape, being so good. You know, guys finished top 10 in the world before and then finishing fourth in a smaller show. You know, he's obviously probably coming here to hope to actually win the contest, you know. So it's got to be disheartening on at least some level. And I'll give this guy his dues as well. Daniel Stico. I remember covering this guy last year as well. Shredded. These guys coming so good. It's ridiculous. No, I don't think there's any extra real photos of this guy. You can see him here. That's his 5th place finisher. Look at he's got these lines where his skin's just stretched across his triceps. Wild. Everyone has the question, when is open prejudging? I'm actually going to put up a little banner across the bottom of the screen so you guys, when everyone joining, has an idea. Say, Mr. Big Evolution Portugal Pro Live. Put a little live logo icon there just to update you guys on when the open men's bodybuilding is starting. Open men up. Open men's bodybuilding. I'll say prox, I'd say 15 minutes. That's what I'm guessing, because this women's bikini has gone on forever, and we've only got 3 women in the women's bodybuilding. So let's put that up. Let's add that banner across the bottom. There we go. So you guys have some sort of idea, so I don't keep getting the same question from everyone who just joins. I've got a question here about myself. What division did you compete in, Xavier? So I did Classic. I won, the year before was the Arnold Classic Australia. I won the Classic Bodybuilding before it switched to Classic Physique here in Australia. So I won that. It was about 14 guys in that. So as an Australian national contest, and then had a few years off, came back, tried to do it when it was the Arnold Classic. I had a bit of an injury going into that, so I placed 4th, I think, at the Arnolds in Australia. I think it was only 1 division when it was that. And then I had another few years off, like maybe 3 years or so, 4 years. Then I came back and I had a bit of an injury. I was actually doing a transformation. It's for that Redcon 1 challenge. And I just started doing that. I was like, oh, well, I'll do this transformation in 8 weeks instead of 12 to try to win 50K. I thought that was enough of an incentive. And I started doing it, and everyone's saying, are you competing? Are you competing? Are you competing? And I was like, oh, well, I can't really do bodybuilding because I've got this injury and couldn't train legs how I wanted to. And then I did men's physique, and my first comp I won the overall. And then I got second, because in Australia you have to win the overall, the Arnold Classic Australia. So you have to be the best guy. Only one guy gets a pro card in Classic Physique. And at the time, there's only 2 pro cards given away a year in Australia for men's physique, and I got second to the guy who won his pro card. So that was that was hard to swallow. I mean, I went to compete the next year, and then obviously the flu hit the world, and it was unsure if it was going to be on. So I pulled out 5 days out, unfortunately, and I think that I would have had a pretty decent chance of getting my pro card. So hopefully I can maybe return to that and be able to get on stage and put some muscle on for once. Have a reason to do it. But obviously I've got children now. I've got some crazy big priorities at the moment in my life that I want to get sorted and grow desktop bodybuilding. But, you know, might do my own channel and let you guys follow along, hopefully turn pro and get over there and do some comps with some of these, not with the open guys, but at the same time. No, I'm not with HD Muscle at the moment, Rich, but they're a great company, honestly. I'm with Muscle Tech right now. They're supporting the channel. But honestly, HD Muscle are a brilliant company as well. I love the guys that work with HD Muscle. Yes, there's a live show on right now, but bikini is on stage, so I don't really cover bikini, and it goes for ages. I think most of you guys are interested in the men's open bodybuilding, which is coming up very, very soon, as you guys can see at the bottom of the screen. This is the 212 top 5. So this is your top 5. Ridiculous quality. And for those just joining, I'm going to feature up on the screen right now the guy who placed second in the Classic Physique, Stephane Matala, aka Mr. Unchained, as some of you guys might know him, especially through Gerson. You're asking, but Gerson Fernandez saying, what happened to your podcast? Well, the latest episode was up a day or 2 ago. Bodybuilding University. It's a really good one. We had Lee Priest on there, the greatest Australian bodybuilder of all time, maybe the greatest arms of all time. Let me pop it up on the screen for you right now, actually, because for whatever reason, the podcast didn't get many views. It got sort of buried, and I don't know why. It's funny because I think once you do a lot of short content, there's my live. You can see it right there on the screen now. Let's get the views up on this. Let's get 500 plus people in this. Let's go my channel and go videos. You can see it right here. It was actually Lee Priest's birthday. There's the latest one. So we had Stanimal Stan DeLonge, who just got third at the Orlando Pro. We had Logan Guthrie. This guy is in the bottom left-hand corner laughing his head off. We talked about some interesting things, weed in bodybuilding and how he uses it and how he thinks it's very beneficial. And Lee and him were talking about crazy trip stories, which was really, really funny. It was actually a really funny episode. And we've got Aaron Pilates, who's a top 10 212 Olympian competitor in the bottom right-hand corner. You can see him right here. Every time I go with that, it starts to play it. But Aaron is awesome. He's a really funny guy as well. And yeah, he's actually a great friend of mine. So we had 5 guys on it, and it was yeah, a really cool episode. Lee Priest on his 51st birthday. He's in a great mood, so we had a really fun time. So make sure you check that out. And Stanimal is like, he's just, I love Stan. He's just such a nice guy, and he deserves all the success in the world. And he looked phenomenal at the Orlando Pro, shredded out of his mind. So really cool group of guys. So check that out. It's only got, well, it's got about 2,000 views now, but yeah, it's unusual how it doesn't have as many views because it's a really good one. Yeah, people say they don't get notifications for the long ones. I never got a notice, Xavier. That's YouTube. Yeah, it's weird. I don't know why that happens. Yeah, Jose Bar, yeah. Stan is awesome. He's so nice. Yeah, I've got to get Nathan back on. It's just that the time of the day I have to do it is inconvenient for all the other guys, especially now Brett's had a baby, and it's like right in the middle of when Martin trains in the day, all that sort of stuff. So it is hard to get everyone together. Now Brett's got a baby as well. I'm assuming his time is a little bit less available. But we will get Brett back on. I'd love to have him back on and talk to him and all that good stuff. Let me update you what's going on stage right now, because this bikini, I don't know how many competitors are in it. It is going forever. The good thing is, if bikini's going for so long, that's the competitors list there. I mean, it should be knocked over quicker than this. I mean, how long have we been live for? 47 minutes, and we went live basically as the bikini started. So, yeah. Judge is getting hard. Okay, I won't mention that comment. Let's go through your comments right now. Kevin, I watched it tonight probably. Yeah, it's a good episode, man. Yeah, I think you'll like it. What did we discuss in it? It's all in the comments anyway, but yeah. We talked about cheat meals. We talked about, because Aaron was wondering before Lee got on the show, he's like, did he eat KFC every day? And he sort of says what he ate, how often he ate McDonald's, KFC, all that sort of stuff. Yeah, John Lopez, no notifications for the podcast. YouTube can control that. Is that a thing? Yeah, it is. It is. It's just, I think the longer form content, people don't click on as much. So they're like, no, we're not going to give notifications or something. I don't know. It's very strange. Gerson Fernandez says to get Justin Shire on. I do have a commitment from Justin Shire. He says he'll come on before the show, do a short interview, and then post-show, he will come on the podcast. So we do have a commitment there from Justin Shire. So, Rich, update me. What's your thoughts on Stephane and his check-in tactic? Heard pretty shady stuff happened. So is that in terms of his weigh-in? Let me know, Rich. Let me know what actually happened. I don't know what happened with the weigh-in for Stephane. Was he overweight and something happened there? So you're saying, bro, are you okay? Why would you put Vlad and Roman in winner lists? Some people have Vlad winning. So I don't know who else you'd have him there instead of them. Open is not over already. No. Open has not been on yet. But I'll show you the second place finisher here, because a lot of people were here to see what went down with Stephane Matala, aka Mr. Unchained. Let me show you guys. Can you place the Bikini Girls 2 top 5? Yeah, I'll let you know when it happens. Oh my God, they're doing another call out for Bikini. This is the longest prejudging of all time. Here we go from Rich. We've got an update on apparently what happened with Stephane. So this is what he's saying. Obviously, I don't have any confirmation on this. It says, yes, at weigh-ins was over cap, came back and was caught standing on 1 foot more, but they gave him the pass. Wow. Is there any, if you have a link to that, man, shoot that to me on IG if there's any sort of thing on that, or if there's a video or anything like that. Oh, then Ronald saying, nothing happened, nothing shady happened. He was actually having his height checked. If you're having your height checked and you're on your tippy toes, maybe that might be shady, but yeah, I don't have any confirmation or anything dodgy that might have happened. Someone's saying Nick Trudilli might do a show next year. I saw someone ask if I'd have him on the podcast. I mean, I purely wouldn't because of YouTube's rules. Once someone's banned, I don't believe it's a good idea for your channel whatsoever to have someone like that on. So yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to it if he wasn't banned on YouTube. So that's essentially what it is. It sucks, but it is what it is, unfortunately. The thing about some of these bodybuilding comps is that they should be a bit more standardized on how long they take for each division. I mean, I started this stream when the bikini started, and we're 52.5 minutes in. I mean, here we go. So Samson 12321 says, Rich, Stephane did nothing wrong. People jumped to the wrong conclusions during his height/weight weigh-in. They thought he was cheating at the weigh-in, foot off scale. His height was being measured, not weight. Yeah, a lot of people saying that now. Some people saying Open already started and asking that question. No, it has not already started. Still bikini on stage. Let's get to 500 people in this stream, guys. I'm going to eventually hopefully get to 1,000 when the Open's on. So give the video a thumbs up. Smash that like button. Comment. Let me know who you have winning the 2023 Mr. Big Evolution, who you think will win this contest. Let's go to the live poll right now. Let's open it up. Let's have a look at who is actually winning. So vote in the poll. Let me know who you have winning this contest. Let's get to 500 people in this. Go back to the start of this video. This is your second place finish as well in the classic physique. Stephane Matala, aka Mr. Unchained. I mean, good point to Rich. Says, well, why have one leg elevated too, but more on one side? It has nothing to do with height, more so to do with change of weight. Yeah, I mean, that's weird if you're doing it your height on 1 foot. Why would it? Doesn't make any sense to me. Who was first in classic? It was Antoine. Oh wait, let me get the name right. I don't want to mess up his name. Antoine Loth. I was going to say Toth. Antoine Loth. I featured him on there before for a fair bit. We looked at some photos of him. Pump those viewers up, yeah. Got a couple more since I said it, but let's get to that 500. Thank you, Emil. So I've completely forgot what I was about to do. But yeah, if you guys have a link to where that was, where he's heighting or weighing in on 1 foot, I would love to see that. Might even make a video on it. So yeah, let's go to the poll. So vote in the poll if you have not voted as yet. Hope this doesn't slow down me opening this up on YouTube. I feel like my computer is struggling a little bit. maybe if my computer did hyperemia protocol and did the insulin, I mean, it'd be working much better, much faster. That's obviously my Mil Sarchev impersonation too. At 4 a.m. in the morning, Australian time. Okay, so we have 687 votes. It's going up right before mine. 688, 689, 691. Shout out to you guys for getting on there and voting the poll. I can see it just continually going up. So 58% of you guys have Andrea Presti winning the 2023 Mr. Big Evolution Portugal Pro. 17% have Vlad Sucharuchko. 13% have Lionel Beyeke, and 12% have Roman Fritz. Interesting. Very interesting. I'm going to go to some of the updates from those guys because I feel like we should. Oh, we're getting towards 500 people in this. Keep voting that poll too. And before the open comes on, we will. Yeah, this is a good point. Jahan says, Xavier, haven't brought enough coffee for this stream. Misjudged the time taken by these old judges who can't fix their glasses enough to see it clearly, though. Yeah, I mean, I have not. Oh, actually, I've got a little bit of coffee left. I didn't actually drink it all. Bottoms up. Need this caffeine at 4 a.m. Oh, man. I was actually up watching the Grand Prix and had my countryman, Oscar Piastri, placed top 3. I would have won myself a considerable amount of money, but he got screwed by a safety car. So I would have won about $4,500. So I was pretty shattered. Still won money, but, you know. Stay awake, Xavier. You got this. Shout out my man, Brian Nasser. Thank you so much for the super chat. First one of the day. I mean, Brian, it's greatly appreciated. I mean, I work hard. You know, I'm up at 4 a.m. It's just, it's a labor of love, really, at this point. I mean, who else would do this? I mean, I don't know if Nick's strength of power. I mean, I don't know if he has the dedication to really grind it out and take the correct caffeine just to get up at this time. I mean, it's pretty hard. But yeah, shout out Brian Nasser. Thank you so much, man, for super chat. It is much appreciated in all seriousness. You've actually given me a lot of super chats, so shout out to Brian Nasser. One of the great desktopers. But what I'll show you guys is a few updates from some of these competitors that are doing the open. So let's get to it. So Vlad Sucharuchko. Let's look it up together. Not lad. I'm sure he's a lad. But let's look up Vlad. Vladislav Sucharuchko. See, when you say it with confidence, even if you do get it wrong, it sounds right. So this is the one. Oh, I just heard something. Bodybuilding is on stage now. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. We might have a man on stage right now. I heard them say bodybuilding. Oops. Got off that one. Vlad Sucharuchko. So this is him a week ago. The width of this delt, I don't know if this is the mirror being warped or what, but if this is real, that is wild. Just the amount of muscle. His quads, when he did his guest posing, weren't as crazy. Okay, we've gone to a little... I've got something up on the screen now, so hopefully we're about to have a men's bodybuilding come out, so... Let me just update the StreamYard thing crawling across the bottom. Guys, let me know if you like my Milos impersonation. I'd say 99% of people would have commented, love the Milos impersonation. I mean, mate. Your name is mate. People in Australia would love you. But your name will get very confused. Alright, so let me just change this banner that's going across the bottom right here. Because I'd say this could be... Let's put it as 5 to 15 minutes away. I put 15 minutes before, but honestly, I did not expect women's bikinis to take an hour long for the pre-judging portion of it. Surely that's just the full thing. I can't bring them out for comparisons again. I don't think I'll make it. All right, we've hit over an hour and we're at 428 people live, and we've only had bikini on. So let's hit 1,000. Let's do it. Brian, yes, you like the Mills impersonation. That's what your super chats get you. Here we go. Armin Nayiri. Beyeke condition is insane according to his coach. I'm going to put this up. Armin. So let's do this, and I'm going to put this up on the desktop bodybuilding. On the desktop bodybuilding Instagram page. So jump over there, like it. Yeah, let's hit 1,000. Mark Sealy, I agree. Let's hit 1,000. Like it, comment, all that good stuff. People will come when the opens on, I know. I know they will. Beyeke in condition? No way. Rob Taylor did not show up for finals. He had a bad reaction with his tan, by the looks of it. I feel really bad for him. We featured that on the stream actually just earlier, so I feel horrendously bad for him. Horrendously bad. Andrea Presti liked my tag of him. Someone shared my Mills impersonation from the stream. Who is this? Trench Fitness. I'll reshare that. Let's listen to what it sounds like.
I mean, Skogati, I mean, it's...
This might have been Skogati.
I mean, it depends if these guys are big.
So women's bodybuilding's on now, but we have 3 competitors. 3. If this takes longer than 10 minutes, I will be shocked. I'm not going to stream the actual show. I will have screen captures, though. I will get a few of those up for you guys so you can see how everyone looks, and I'll be breaking it down for you guys live. So make sure you guys stay tuned. Krystian Wolski mentioned me. Shout out to Krystian Wolski, who's actually competing in the men's open bodybuilding coming up very soon. Made some huge improvements, that guy. Petar Klancir. Oh, he did that last week, a week before. Okay, so let's share this to the story. I'm going to share this up, so hopefully get a few more people in here. So we have the women's bodybuilding on stage right now. I'll break this down a little bit for you guys, but just going to share this to the Instagram page. Try to get more people in here. Try to get at least get over 500 mark. Come on. All right, share this up. Mr. Big Evolution. So let me know if you think of Vlad Sucharuchko. Do you think this guy can actually win the contest? All right, just sharing it out, guys. Actually, I'm going to check as well. See if your guys' opinion has changed since seeing these photos of Vlad. Because some people hadn't actually even seen them, but most people sort of had. But not everyone. Sorry to be rude to you guys and share this out while we are live, but all right. Beyeke in shape. And we'll go like this. And I'll circle that, and I'll be back with you guys in just a moment. Just hold up with me for 1 second. How do I do? What's going on here? I can't even remember how to use the pen on this thing. Just go like this. Circle. I'll be back with you and your comments in just a second. A bunch of you guys are tagging me. This is cool. Tag me, share the link, guys. All right, I'm back with you guys now. Beyeke is coached by Ronald McDonald. Rough. Here we go, the red loop. I've actually done a video on this separately. I actually did this video and it got really good views. I think it's got probably close to 70,000 views now. So shout out to you guys that did watch that and commented and everything like that. People asking what time the open starts. Very, very soon. Women's bodybuilding's on now. It has 3 competitors, apparently. I haven't even opened it up yet. Big Xavier thoughts on Nick Walker's comments about Regan. I mean, I think it's only going to motivate Regan. Regan actually messaged me the other day after I tagged him. But then I wrote back to him and then he didn't write back. So, but I am trying to get Regan on. I'd love to do an interview with him and get his honest opinions on what Nick Walker had to say. He said he should stick to the IG stuff. I mean, it is pretty harsh, but from what I have heard as well, Regan isn't the most dedicated guy. And you compare that to a guy like Nick Walker, and who's all in 100% every day, day in, day out, then, you know, it's maybe Nick Walker sees it as that. And I think Mills, you know, would love him to have Nick Walker's mentality. And maybe if he did, he'd be a better bodybuilder than Nick Walker. So, which, you know, I don't know. Team US. See what he put up. Oh, yeah. Ah, it's shared by who is the best BB. He was being hided in at that stage. He's being weighed. Yeah, I don't think that's an issue. He's probably just trying to make himself look. It's like he has 1 foot higher or something. I don't think that's an issue. And sorry, Team US as well. Sorry, I haven't seen your messages, my man. I haven't seen him in a little bit at least anyway. But yeah. Anyway, I'll bring up some more photos on the screen for you guys of people that are competing. I'll just quickly check in with the stream and what's going on right now. I know we've got 2 female bodybuilders in this contest. I'll share a screen capture. A couple for you guys. Both these women are quite good though, actually. One seemed in a little bit better condition. Yeah, both these women are impressive. Yeah, wow. Very good. Let's go, Lionel. Give us a recap, please. The men's open has not been on yet, Sean. Okay, we have the men about to go on. Men are about to go on. So men's open bodybuilding. Let me just update this. Live now. Oh no. Be live in 5 minutes. What's that? They're just doing the routines for women's bodybuilding. Then we are done with that. It sounds a little harsh. Done with that. We're done with it. But yeah. We want the men on. I know, because everyone's asking it. 'Do I know Nathan Jones? Nathan Jones. Retired bodybuilder. Nathan Jones. Name rings a bell. I know Nick Jones in Australia, who's a retired bodybuilder. It's a bit sus looking at naked men. Yes, I know exactly what show Regan is doing. You have to watch my next updated bodybuilding video. I'll give you a clue. He's competing. Regan Grimes is competing against Vitaly Ugolnigov, aka Good Vito. So if you know what show he's doing, which I know, so you guys will have to watch my next update video. So it's going to be Regan Grimes versus Vitaly, aka Good Vito. I cannot wait for that show. That's this year. Jose Bar, you'll get him that update in one of my next videos with a whole bunch more. So that's going to be cool. But I'll show you some guys some more stuff apart from Vlad Sucharuchko on stage, on IG. Let's have a little look at this more from Vlad Sucharuchko. I mean, this just looks ridiculous. If he comes in looking this full and shredded on stage, I mean, who beats him? Potentially who beats him is Andrea Presti, who always looks better on stage. He never looks as good in his updates, so people overlook him. Andrea Presti is very, very impressive. And that is not Andrea Presti, that is Andrea Shaw. And this is Andrea Presti. Because this on stage, like it doesn't look as crazy there, but it is crazy wide. And you can pick him apart a bit when he's on his own. You can say, oh, the legs aren't quite as big as they need to be, his very best and all that sort of stuff. I believe that's actually from the Olympia, but see him here. This is one of his latest updates 3 days ago. Really, really awesome conditioning. Oh, surprise shot. Surprise. But you can see the level of conditioning of the glutes and hamstrings. It's crazy. Really, really good. Where's his photos next to? So you can see him here next to Mikel Krizo. You see how much wider he is. He's very, very imposing, very impressive. He out-angles him on this shot, but he has some where he's actually not out-angling him as well. So you can see there, Krizo actually, Krizo's always copped a lot for his back, but you can see the arms are a lot bigger and the delts are ridiculous and crisper and more dense. So you can see it there as well. Krizo actually has the out-angle there. Look at that. Like for a front double bicep, we know Krizo's is one of the best in the world. Presti's is very, very good. I just wish he had a bit more tricep. It would just completely change his physique. But you see there, Krizo's on the right side for the camera. Look how good Presti looks. He might be a little bit further forward, but yeah. Look at that, You look at that by Presti by himself. You look at Krizo by himself, you go, oh, Krizo's way better. But you see them side by side, and it's a lot closer. So that's why Presti is so good. He just has a big structure. I don't know if you guys ever saw the video. I don't know, this is maybe a different kid. It's cool. Presti seems like a really good dude. Here we go. You can see Grumpy Grizzly IFBB Pro, who just actually won the 212s. Says you're a good person. A lot of respect for what you do on stage and out of stage. Well, that's what she means, off stage. So yeah, Presti just seems like a good human being. Yeah, I think this is the same kid that he's had a bit to do with. Really cool. Very cool. Because Presti is like, in Italy, he's like a hero. I believe Presti's Italian. He has to be, yeah. Hopefully I've got that on the right screen where you guys can see that. Yes, I do. So Open is coming up any minute. Goat Fitness, shout out, my man. And you have Presti for the win, as do I. I have Presti for the win. And he's a good human being, so why don't we want Presti to win? That's the question. He's a bit of a throwback for Presti. Look at him now, killing it. I never thought Presti would get to these levels. How good he is. You can see him here. I don't know if he's the same kid. He's got a full Spider-Man get up on. Because I think bodybuilding in some countries, you're in general a lot more famous. You get a lot more notoriety. How many followers does Presti have? Almost 400k. He's doing well. yeah, big raps on Andrea Presti. Now let's look at another guy, Roman Fritz. But yeah, there's nothing better than seeing a guy that has some sort of influence, that has some sort of power to make a change in people's lives and improve people's lives and, you know, help people, make people happy, any of that sort of stuff, and he actually does it. You know, it's very commendable. So this update is from 4 hours ago. Oh, so this is the latest here for Fritz, man. See, the glutes are in. It's just that little bit of loose skin on the glutes. I don't think that's a major issue, as long as he's full enough. What do you guys think? I'd like to see his elbows up a bit more, leaning back a little bit more in that pose. I'm sure once he gets under those lights. So this is Roman Fritz. GOAT is king. What Regan is doing, it says Regan is doing Spain. Regan is doing the European Pro Championships. So we have our last routine on for women's bodybuilding. So men's bodybuilding is going to be on stage any minute. We've got Mike Lucy, IFBB Pro, who actually competed this year. And I believe, Mike, please correct me if I'm wrong. Did you place top 5 in one of these pro contests? You did in New York. You obviously guest posed at the Pittsburgh Pro. Okay, honestly, there's so many shows on these days. I forget which show's which and where you placed in each show, because I know you moved from 9th up to like a 5th or so, or somewhere around there, 6th or something like that. But yeah, you made crazy improvements and exceeded my expectations. So shout out to IFBB Pro Mike Lucy in the comments. Sometimes we get like Natalia Coelho, like Miss Women's Physique Olympia and a few others. Oh yeah, see, 6th. Close, yeah. I knew it was a 5th or a 6th, but I didn't want to say 6th and be insulting if it was a 5th next year. Awesome. What a pro debut season, you know. Mike actually turned pro this year. And weeks later goes over and guest poses at the Pittsburgh Pro, then competes and gets top 10 in his first show, and then gets a 6th. I mean, it's pretty incredible. Sam saying you thought Nick's comments were rather harsh. Regan has his own gym, many sponsors, own clothing company, which Nick has nothing, so he can devote all to bodybuilding. I mean, Nick has his own clothing line and all that sort of stuff. He's sold. I mean, Nick does very, very well for himself, and he's very focused on bodybuilding. But what you're seeing on screen right now is Roman Fritz. Looks like hours out from the stage. I think this update looks a little bit more impressive where you can see the front, because I think he's a little bit more impressive from the front too. Oh my God, my stomach is rumbling. Okay, we're just waiting on the men. So the women's bodybuilders are off stage now. We are waiting for the men to come out. It should be any minute now. So we'll update the stream thing. And I'll go up to our competitors list so you guys can have a look over that. This is our open men's bodybuilding competitors list. Wait, is it? That's 212. That's our open men there. Not a huge competitors list, but that is your open men. That's who we're going to see on stage. And it looks like I don't know what number it is, but first guy out on stage will be Lionel Beyeke. So he'll be up on stage any minute now. So stay tuned. Here we go. Xavier will post my comment on his screen. Yes, you are right. Mark's Max Muscle tuning in. Shout out Mark's Max Muscle, great YouTube channel. Does awesome comparisons and a whole bunch of other stuff. I didn't actually get to watch your, yeah, you nailed it, man. Mark's Max Muscle, yes, getting in the comments. Much appreciated. I don't know if I do a good Mark's Max Muscle impression. Wow, your YouTube handle's hard to say, man. We're about to hit 500 people in the comments on the live stream. So come on, guys. Open is about to go on stage. I've actually got to update this banner here at the bottom. so people don't think it's 5 minutes away. I'm going to say live now because we've just got a little video up on the screen. So, and save that. Let's roll that across the bottom. So the men's open are about to come on stage. 520 people in the live right now. This is our competitors list for 2023. Mr. Big Evolution, Portugal Pro. The men are going to come out any minute now. I'll go to a few more updates before I lock in on this show. Okay, so the men, they basically got the lights down now. It's a pretty epic looking stage. Like they've got all like, it looks like stars on the roof all around the thing. And then what I'll do is I bring all the men out on these like rotating round circle things where they'll stand there and hit poses and whatnot. We've done this in previous years. And yeah, we're about to see it all go down. This is exciting. We finally got the men on stage. We're in the dark right now. I believe they're behind some curtains and we're about to have the open men come out on stage. We'll quickly go to another update from some of these guys. So one guy that we don't know what he's going to look like is Lionel Beyeke. Apparently his coach has said that he's shredded. That's what someone in the comments said, so I don't know if that's true. Why am I spelling Beyeke's name wrong? Okay, he does have a story up as well. Let's see if there's any last minute updates. Why does it come up like this? Where's his profile gone? Has Lionel banned me? Okay, so I'm seeing the men on stage right now before my eyes. I haven't seen Beyeke yet. Okay. Presti looks good. He looks full. I'm seeing Vlad. There's 4 guys on one thing. Krystian Wolski. Where's Beyeke? We're about to show the other thing going round. Oh, I can see Beyeke. I saw him for 1 second from the back. Yeah, Presti looks good. They keep not showing Beyeke. They're leading to more suspense or something. Beyeke's just standing there, not posing. All the other guys in general are posing. Beyeke definitely looks better than last year, but he's just standing there when we're going around on this circle. Vlad, I'm getting a little look at Vlad now. Yeah, Vlad looks pretty good. But I think Presti, I'm thinking Presti right now. Wow, I hardly got to see Lionel. Lionel will be the first man out on stage, I believe, although I'll do comparisons first. I'm not too sure what order this is going to be. So, I don't know what's going on with this thing from Lionel Beyeke. Let's see if his profile's up. He might not have liked what I said. I thought he'd come in out of condition. Lionel Beyeke, here we go. Is there anything on this dude's story? Well, that doesn't help me. No, there is not. There is nothing on his story. He doesn't really post much at all, but this is Lionel Beyeke. This is what we could see. So they just did their little rotation thing around on the stage. Hopefully you guys can hear me all good. But they're, I'm assuming, are going to come out individually. Okay, Lionel Beyeke's coming on stage right now. I'm just going to put that back to the tab, and I'm going to turn up the screen quality a little bit. Okay, Beyeke's looking better. He is 100% definitely better. I can confirm that. But it will not be enough to win this show. I'm just telling you guys straight up. It's definitely better. I just don't know if Lionel will ever be able to be back to what he was. But it is definitely redemption for Lionel Beyeke in terms of what he brought last time on stage. But yeah, his legs aren't hard enough from the side. If his coach has said he's shredded, I mean, he is dramatically better than last year. But those legs are a little bit too soft. I am getting some screen captures, so you guys will see his legs from the side. Yeah. I think I'm comparing it to last year a lot. So compared to last year, I mean, he's shredded compared to last year. But yeah, sadly, he's just, I don't know how old Lionel Beyeke is. He has, yeah, unfortunately, less muscle than in the past. But he's dramatically better than what he was. But he is far, far from his best. Well, his hands together most muscular looks pretty decent. Okay, Rome Fritz is coming out on stage now. We'll share these photos of Lionel Beyeke with you guys in just a second. Just give me a moment, guys. Oops, I've lost where the stream is. Where's Roman? I didn't really get to see Roman in that first little bit, so let's have a look. Okay, so Roman Fritz is on stage right now. I will bring some screen captures for you guys. The live stream is in the description below. Roman looks good. Little bit flat in the upper body, potentially. Let's have a look at this side chest. Here's that side chest a little awkward. This guy is one of the craziest metabolisms ever. Wow, he is shredded in glutes and hams. It looks so much more hard than wow, yeah, he is. The hams and glutes are ridiculous. It's rare that guys look better on stage when they do in their Instagram updates. The upper body's just a little bit too flat, but okay, let me share some photos of Lionel Beyeke and Peter Klancir is on stage now. Let me wait till a guy that I'm probably not going to get screen captures of comes on stage because I'll get some of Peter Klancir. So he's a guy that is a potential contender too. Peter looks good. Incredibly high lats. I have mentioned this. I mean, it's no fault of his own, really. It's more just a structural thing. Does he look better than he looked in his last show? I would lean on the side of yes, but if he does, it's marginal. You guys will see when he hits his back double bicep when I share it. He just doesn't have much happening in his lower back. All right, let me share some of this stuff with you guys now. Okay, give me one moment and I'll bring up these photos. Okay. Emir has not been on stage as yet. People saying my blind is in the comments. I don't know what you guys are talking about. Okay, Emir Omeragic is on stage right now. I'll quickly get some screen captures of him before I put these up. Because I want you guys to see Emir Omeragic. Emir definitely looks tighter. I mean, for such a young guy who's so good, so young, he's definitely improving over the years. But I think he maybe just needs a little bit of time off stage just to have a big off season and then come in just, oh, yeah, he's tight from the side. Wow, yeah, okay. He maybe sacrificed he was really flawed his last contest. This one he's just gone, wow, he's very tight. Okay, yeah. He has brought another level of conditioning, that's for sure. Okay, this is very impressive. He needs to fill out some areas of his physique. This is probably the flattest I've seen him on stage, but this is the most conditioned I've seen him. So, I mean, is the trade-off worth it? I think he might get Krystian Wolski at this contest. Just, wow, the conditioning is ridiculous. The glute conditioning is wild. Put it this way, he'll beat Lionel Beyeke. But yeah, I'd say he definitely is flat here. All right, let me show you guys. Why did Stephane lose? Stephane lost, I don't know, I would have had him winning personally. Okay. Let me bring up some of these screenshots for you guys. Lionel Beyeke, Andrea. Oh, not Andrea Presti yet. He has not been on stage. We haven't had the sort of a top two favourites come on stage as yet. Now let me share with you. Sorry, I've got a million screens open, guys. Just bear with me. I'm going to share with you these updates. Share screen. And let me share these. So here we go. So we've got Lionel Beyeke there on the screen, as you can see. Okay, so let me know what you think. That's Lionel Beyeke. I mean, he's definitely better than his last show, but he is not a contender in this one, sadly. The legs are very soft from the side, as you can see. Presti is coming out on stage right now. This is Lionel Beyeke that you guys are seeing. There's Roman Fritz. As you can see, the legs are really good. Just, I'd say he's a little flat in the upper body. But I tell you what, like, this is a big improvement on his last year's physique. So Roman has definitely improved. But that side chest, it is just awkward, unfortunately. Yeah, Presti is very good here. Wow, very conditioned. Full enough. I think Presti will win this. I mean, but I've got to see Vlad. He's just very dense, Presti. Keep showing some photos of these other guys. There's Roman Fritz from the back. Look at that glute and hamstring. Absolutely ridiculous. Crazy. Like the video, guys, as well, if you are enjoying this and you appreciate the content. All right, there's the rear lat spread. I'm talking about Andrea Presti. Sorry. I was too into the live stream, what I was seeing. And there's Roman Fritz there hitting him most muscular. Just needs a little bit more on the upper body, but he is cut from stone. Looks crazy. Then we've got Petar Klancir. And as you guys can see, I've mentioned it in a few times in videos. And Petar Klancir, he has those crazy highlights. I think that's what hurts him. Vlad Sucharuchko is coming out on stage right now. Yeah, Michael Lucy, IFBB Pro, says, I think Roman could pose better from the side. Very stubborn and stick to what he likes rather than what the judges might want to see. Love his approach, though, yeah. I think that, yeah, with that side chest, going back to that one of Roman Fritz, it's just he's sticking his waist forward a bit. He needs to drop that back, push the chest up, and I think he'd look that much bigger. Like, okay, so Vlad's on stage right now. And I'm telling you guys straight away, Vlad is not winning this contest. I don't believe so. I think Presti's got this one hands down. And this is the difference between Instagram and reality. I mean, don't get me wrong. Vlad, that side chest looks ridiculous. Yeah, very good. But I think once you put Presti next to him, Presti's just another level of quality. We have a super chat. Mr. Marco. Beyeke looks 10 weeks out. Man, I have to feature it because it's a super chat. But yeah, he's not in his best shape. That's for sure. Thanks for the super chat, my man. Mr. Mark. Oh, sorry. Yeah, it's Mr. Mark. 66. Thank you, my man. Appreciate it. So Vlad's on stage right now. And we'll have the updates from Presti and Vlad very, very soon. But I think just from seeing them individually, I think I'd have Presti probably easily so far. Don't get me wrong. Vlad doesn't look bad, and had Presti not been in the show, I'd be going, ooh, is Vlad the winner here? Probably. I'd be very interested to see the 212 guys up against the open guys here. right, so let's go through some of these updates that I've got on the screen right now. As you can see, Roman from the back, ridiculous. Peter Klancir, it's just a density and high lat issue for me. Conditioning was pretty good. Could be a little bit sharper, a little bit drier. But you can just see it's just, the lats are so high. I don't know what he can do. Just come in a little bit more crisp and sharp. But he looks, look, he's got lines through stuff, lines in his glutes, lines in his chest. I don't know if it's a matter of just getting really full. I like to see him pick his elbows up on that pose because he's got short lats as it is. I think it'd maybe look a bit better if he pulled those elbows up. You can see his chest from the back. He's one of those guys that just has a huge upper chest. Yeah, I do like his physique. And here's Emir Omeragic. I think Emir Omeragic will beat... I think he'll beat Peter Klancir here because look, wait until you see... Emir, I think he's flat here, but the conditioning is ridiculous. It's a blurry one. Look at that side leg. Wait till he turns to the back. It is wild. Those glutes, when he was moving, are insane. But as you can see, it's like his back's dense but needs to be wider. His triceps look a little bit flat here. I think he just flattened out too much. There's a happy medium between that full look that he brought earlier in the year and this crazy conditioning. So, I think he can be better. Krystian Wolski, as the guy, the judge says. Number 9, Krystian Wolski. But yeah, Emir, I mean, great conditioning. When you see him moving, I think it looks more impressive. I'll get some screen captures of Krystian Wolski, and then I'll pop all the rest of the guys up on the screen for you to see, analyze. And EP09 said, yeah, he falls, Peter Klancir falls victim to his shape, which is absolutely true. That sounds like a harsh thing to say too, because it's like, what can the dude do? And there's Lionel Beyeke for those who are wondering. Totally agree, Goat Fit. Oops. Totally agree. Emir needs 1 to 2 years off to grow. I agree with that. He is very, very young. So let me get a few screen captures of Wolski. He's hitting his poses too quick. I've only got one so far. Maybe hold that one a little bit longer. Very big legs, this contest. Open is on right now. That's what's up on the screen. Oh, all the YouTubers in the chat. We've got Goat Fitness, EP09, and Mark's Max Muscle. Shout out to you guys. That's awesome. Let's try to get 1,000 people in this chat. How hard is it to say Wolski? Krystian Wolski. Oh, is it actually pronounced Wolski? Someone's saying, read it Wolski. I say Wolski. All right. Let me bring up some fresh photos for you guys. Also, if you do want to watch the live stream, the link is in the description below. It is $19, $20, something like that, euros. Let me open these. Make sure the last one's a Wolski. So we've got the first lineups out on stage now, hitting some shots. Let me see how they look. So I'm looking at Lionel Beyeke, Roman Fritz, Peter Klancir. Peter Klancir looks actually pretty good standing next to these guys. Emir Omeragic. And then I can't remember the other guy's name, sorry. Yeah, I think I might have Emir over Peter Klancir just based on conditioning, but Peter Klancir still is better in terms of muscle and everything. I hate the way Emir's hitting his back double. He's got his arms like, right, if you're watching the stream, right out like that. It's like you need to crunch them in. Curl that wrist over. All right. Let me open some of these fresh shots. going to reshare this. Give me one moment. Got some more shots coming for you guys. And we got Krystian Wolski there. Then we've got Vlad at Sucharuchko, as you guys can see right now. I will show Presti in just one moment. I'll leave you guys some suspense. And yeah, as you can see there, that conditioning is pretty damn good on Vlad, you know. We've got Presti right on stage next to Vlad right now. So front double, I'd say Presti. Although Vlad has very big arms, very big peaks. This is Vlad Sucharuchko. Okay, yeah. Vlad's not looking too bad. So I'm saying, show the actual live show. No. Okay, so from the back, relaxed. Definitely Presti over this man here, Vlad Sucharuchko. Hitting a back double now. Yep, definitely Presti, I'd say. That front lat spread, as you can see, I just don't think he's hitting it 100% spot on. And here we have Presti. Presti, looking very good. That side shot looked really good when he's moving as well. You see the conditioning there. The glute. I wish he turned his upper body around a little bit more than that. Front double looks really good. I mean, yeah, you could use more leg and whatnot, but the density and roundness is really good. And there's Wolski. You can see his quads. Krystian Wolski has very good quads. There's some more Omeragic. Okay, first call out. Let me get to this. I'll leave up this photo of Andrea Presti while I do this. So we have Roman, first call out is Roman Fritz, Peter Klancir, Emir Omeragic, obviously moving up from last show, Andrea Presti, and Lionel Beyeke. No, Krystian Wolski. Vlad Sucharuchko is not in the first call out. There you go. Vlad Sucharuchko looks like he was probably out of the top 5, which to me is actually a little surprising. Andrea Presti has been moved into the middle. Roman Fritz is on one side, and Emir Omeragic is on the other side. So this is redemption for Emir. Wow. Vlad Sucharuchko is out. So it looks like your top 3, at least by this first call out so far, their initial thoughts are Presti, Roman Fritz, and Emir Omeragic. They are going for conditioning in this show for sure. Yeah, Emir's coming alive. I mean, the condition look is definitely better than just the all-out fullness look. Okay, I'm getting some screen captures for you guys. We've got 666 people on the live right now. Can someone please get off or get their friend on or something? So it's not the devil's number. Yeah, someone's saying oily body parts. Apparently, Ivan Building did a video talking about that, so... To me, this looks like a win for Presti, but Roman, I think Roman's going to be second in this show. Honestly, I do. I think he's going to be second. With Emir maybe in third. And maybe Klancir or Wolski. Roman's out angling Presti. He's a little bit further forward on stage. It's smart. Someone said shout out to Dave Palumbo for being in the chat. Where's Palumbo? I can't see Palumbo. Someone's trolling me. Come on, show up front on, guys. There we go. Bit of most muscular. Who's in the first 5? It's Peter Klancir. It is Roman Fritz. Second on the left, we have Presti in the middle. We have Emir Omeragic on the other side and Krystian Wolski on the other side. So that is your first call out, and give me a couple of minutes and I will have a few screen captures from that coming at you guys. Someone said airdrop the shots. Don't worry, they're coming. They're coming. I don't need to airdrop them. They're on this computer. Vlad, he's walking out into this, second/last call out, bottom 4. He's got to feel pretty devastated, I think. Because he was one of the guys being talked about potentially winning this show. Okay, or at least moving Vladislav into the middle 2 guys. There is another guy here that could potentially beat him based on what we just saw, I guess. Someone said Dave Plumbo left the chat. Was Dave ever here? Scrolling up. Can't see him. You guys are trolling. So I'll quickly just show you Vlad before I show you these other ones. So Vlad is not in the top 5 call out. To me, it looks like Vlad will probably be 6th. Maybe he could work up to 5th, but probably 6th. So there's Vlad. He's got to feel pretty disappointed. All right, so let me bring up some of these other shots from the first call out. All right, let me open up these. Get rid of that. All right, let me share this. So let me show you guys the first call out. We're slowly creeping up there with the views. We've got 711 now. So this is your first call out. I'll let you guys know who's who. So from left to right. Let me go back to your chat as well. All right. Okay, so we've got from left to right, we've got Petar Klancir on the left, far left, and then we've got Roman Fritz, we've got Andrea Presti in the middle, Emir Omeragic to the right of him, and then we've got Krystian Wolski on the far right. So, front double bicep, I've got to give that one to Andrea Presti, the man in the middle. Oh, sorry guys, I'm a little bit sick. So, my voice is starting to go. I'm just going to get one of these. Try to numb this throat, make it chill out. Lubricate the throat or whatever. But, yeah, so on that front double, I'm going to tell you, Wolski's pretty decent. And the most conditioned guy is Roman Fritz, as you guys might be able to see in some more of these shots. Go back to these ones. Front lat spread. See, Roman looks pretty damn good, as does Emir Omeragic, and I think they did a great job at this show of putting these guys in the correct order. Like, from an initial look, I would agree. Okay, now they've brought out 2 men. Now, I assume this is the fight for second. We've got Emir Omeragic and Roman Fritz. Okay, this is cool. I'm going to break this one down live for you guys. So front double bicep, who do I have? Emir Omeragic or Roman Fritz? Oh, bigger legs, but I'd probably have Roman. No, probably Emir on that one. Front lat spread. Okay, I'd have Emir on the front lat spread. He's posing a little bit more aggressively. Oh, side chest. I just don't like the way Roman hits it. I'd have Emir on that one. So probably front double bicep. Maybe I'd have Roman, to be honest. So I'd have it 2 poses to 1 to Emir so far. Back double bicep. Now, both have insane glutes. Insane. I'll get a screenshot of this so you guys can see the level of conditioning is wild. Back double, I would have Roman because he poses it, opens his back up more. So we've got about 2 poses all right now. Rear lat spread, I'd probably have Roman. It's about even for me so far. Very close. The link is in the description to watch it live. It costs you about $19, $20 pounds. Side tricep, oh, I'd say Emir's hitting it slightly better. So 3 poses to 3 right now. Roman's gone for ab and thigh really nicely. Ab and thigh, I'd have Roman, I think. Yeah, I'd have Roman. Emir Omeragic just went and stood in front of Roman. And Roman just goes, what? They're both hitting the most muscular now. Oh, I'd have Emir. Is that 4 poses to 4? Man, that is close. I would probably have Roman maybe narrowly. They're bringing out Krystian Wolski and Petar Klancir. This is the battle for 4th and 5th. I like why we're doing this because it's clear that Andrea Presti is going to win this to me. But yeah, this is quite a cool way of judging. I mean, they took so long with every other division. I don't see why they wouldn't do it with this one. So let's go through these poses. So front lat spread, I think I'd have Emir over Roman, although Roman looks very good in this shot. So also Petar Klancir looks pretty damn good and pretty wide on that one too. But Andrea Presti wins that. Side chest, I would have probably Presti winning this one over Emir Omeragic. In third, I might even have one of these other 2 guys. Because Roman, I don't like the way he hits it, although his hamstring looks ridiculous. How many people got in the chat right now? 756. And I'm actually going to start a new poll. So let me just jump on the actual live view on YouTube. It is live right now, for those who are wondering. That's why I'm doing my live commentary on it. So let me just end this poll to who you think was going to win. I'll start a new one. After seeing the photos, who do you have winning? Well, we have a lot of votes on this one. So let's end this poll. Okay. So the poll was who do you have winning the 2023 Mr. Big Evolution Pro? 56% said Presti or guess Presti, 16% Vlad, 14% Roman, 12% Lionel Beyeke. Let me start a new poll for you guys. Now, after seeing these guys, who do you have winning? Okay, so bring out Roman and Andrea Presti. I'm going to put 2 names in. Roman, Fritz, Andrea Presti. So I'm going to have screenshots of this coming up very, very soon. I'm watching this live. Okay, Roman's coming alive a bit, I'd say. So vote in the poll as well. Let me know your thoughts. Yeah, Roman's getting better. Presti's actually fading a little bit. Which one is Roman, someone asking? Roman is on the left of Presti. Oh, I wish Roman was hitting that side chest better. I didn't quite take the full screenshot of that one, but I'm going to go pose by pose with this top 2. So just give me some time while I watch this. Back double. Oh, this is closer than I thought. Roman has got considerably better as this has gone on. Wow, Presti has definitely faded. This is actually surprising me. Side tricep, I don't like the way either of these guys hit it. Ab and thigh, oh, This is close, guys. This is actually, I think Presti's flattening out. These guys are on stage probably much later than I thought too. Most muscular is Presti. People saying Presti is the obvious winner, but just wait until you see this. Okay, let's finish the prejudging. Let me bring up some photos. So you guys that are voting right now, 40% have Fritz, 60% have Presti, and just wait until you see these photos, maybe before you vote, because it might change your opinion. So let's have a look. So stop screen. Actually, no, I've got to open these photos up. Give me a second, guys. Just gotta wait for them to load up, because otherwise you only get you only get half the shots. So this is close. Honestly, like, I know Roman Fritz. I met him many years ago when I went to Mr. Olympia. Very nice guy, obviously for those reasons, biased reasons that I hope Roman wins. But yeah, this is awesome, this show. Very, very cool. There should be a live poll up right now in the live chat. Should be a little live chat button. If you haven't liked this video yet too, as well, guys, like the video. It helps. Just wait until you guys see this side by side before voting. All right, I think this is all the shots. Open. So we're going to see a 2-on-2 between Andrea Presti and Roman Fritz. Oh, they've got the individual routines now. So this might take 10-15 minutes. This is a very long show. Okay, so let me stop that screen share. Present, share screen. And let's share this one with you guys. Okay, so we're going to break down the top two. And if you do want to watch the live stream, the link is in the description below. And we have a live chat. Let's have a look. Always 11. I was going to say always 11. Top stream, really entertaining. Let's go, Roman. Shout out, my man. Much appreciated for the super chat. Thank you so much. All right, let's go through it. Let's break it down. So front double bicep, I've got to say Presti. There's too much density there. He's just too big on that shot for Roman. Some people have questioned, I even have in the past, Presti's biceps looking extremely full. I mean, do you give that as an advantage or a disadvantage? Up to you guys. But Presti over there, too dense, too big. But that's not the only shot we're going to be looking at. Front lat spread, I'd say Roman definitely closes the gap here. Who do I have winning out of those two on this pose, though? I would say Presti on that. You guys let me know. Who do you have on front lat spread? I would say Presti, but Roman gets better and better. And watch Presti fade before your eyes. At least that's what I saw on the video. Side chest, okay, I have Presti. So yeah, I do have 3 poses to none here, Presti. But the other two were a bit more narrow, especially front lat spread. And also the hamstring drop was ridiculous on Roman when you saw it moving. Back double bicep. Now, Roman's back is a little bit shadowed here. So it's obviously not just a back shot. Look at the legs. In the legs, Roman dominates. Absolutely dominates. So this one is much closer, in my opinion. So who do you call on this one? Because it's from the waist down, domination from Roman. From the waist up, yes, I would have Presti. But is that enough to actually give it to Presti over Roman? It's close for me, that shot. Very, very close. Because when you saw that moving, the glutes and hams on Roman was like, whoa. Whoa. So let's give 1 to Roman. So we've got 3-1 to Presti so far. Rear lat spread. Now, had Roman not had his elbows so far back and he had them more like Presti, I would probably say easily Roman on this one. I honestly would, because look at the glutes and hams. It is such, like, not just the conditioning, but the size as well, and the way it looks. Roman's on stage right now doing his posing routine, and he has gotten considerably better since, sorry guys, I'm a little bit sick, since coming on stage. Side tricep, they both suck at hitting this shot. I don't know who I'd have. Presti doesn't have a lot of tricep on him there. And he was his shoulder kept falling further forward. Also, Roman's just not presenting his whole physique. He needs to bring that back shoulder around and really present the whole thing. Probably say Presti, but I don't know. Then the ab pose, I say Roman. I think he definitely looked better. From all angles, when I was hitting it all different ways, I would say Roman on that ab pose for sure. Has the better quads, has probably marginally the better abs for sure. And then on the most muscular, I mean, Roman looked pretty damn good on this one. I've got to say, the way he hits that, very, very impressive. But Presti just looked too big for me on that one, in my opinion. So I probably have Presti narrowly edging Roman. It is not as big of a margin as you'd think. If Roman can just have that little bit more size on his upper body and bring the same level of conditioning, I know I've said it a million times, but damn, he would be crazy. I mean, these guys look better as well when they were moving too. So yeah, posing does hurt Roman a little bit, but I think it was definitely better than we've seen on Instagram. What we saw on Instagram, it was not good. So very, 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 very impressed with Roman Fritz here. Couldn't be more impressed, to be honest with you guys. So yeah. Anyway, so good. So good. We have Peter Klancir on stage right now. And yeah, anyway, I'll go to the poll results. Guys, let me know who you have winning. I'll open that back up and let you know what the results are now. After seeing these guys, who do you guys have winning? How many votes we got? It's not even telling me how many votes we've got on this one. Normally it says exactly how many votes. Maybe I need to zoom out a bit. I've zoomed in on a few things. No, it's not even letting me open the poll right now. Here we go. So we've got 312 votes currently, 41% with Rome Fritz and 59% with Andrea Presti. When will be decision who won? We've got posing routines right now. I don't think there's going to be another confirmation round. I think we're going to go through, give the results for bikini, the women's bodybuilding, and then we'll be back to the men. And we've already had women's bodybuilding on stage. Yes, that's the top two. They compared those guys for top two for sure. Unless they're giving it, yeah, that's the top two. How's Lionel looking? Not good. I mean, he's not winning. You know, he's not top five. He's in the last call out. Last call out of two call outs. So second call out, last call out, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, Emir does look ridiculous. Yeah, Lionel was looking meh, which just sounds harsh. I mean, he's a pro bodybuilder. Still would kill a lot of people on stage, but yeah. So you can see that front double bicep. I think it's clear that Presti wins that one. Some of the other shots, as you guys can see as I go through them. Then I think we'll have Emir Omeragic in third. Someone asking Krystian Wolski which place. He'll be fourth or fifth, 100%. I can't see him being any other placing. Not sure why Roman's back looks so shattered here. Just why maybe he's angling it or something. Side chest, this is one that hurts Roman the most, in my opinion. That side chest, for sure. But before we get to the results of these contests, I think I'm just going to take a couple-minute break to go to the toilet, and I need to get something to eat. I've been on this live for a long time, and I didn't eat beforehand, over 2 hours now. So you guys have to give me like 4 minutes, 5 minutes or something while these routines are on. And also so I don't lose my voice. Someone asking, where's Vlad? Vlad was not at his very best. I mean, he wasn't bad though. I mean, I think they've probably penalized him to be honest, for maybe oil. That's what, I mean, his delts do look a little suspect. I mean, he doesn't flow perfectly. His legs aren't as big as his upper body. Yeah. So yeah, someone said take 10, buddy. Yeah, I'll try to get it done in 5, but yeah, I'll take a few minutes to have a little break, but don't go anywhere because we will be back with the results of the open men's bodybuilding. It's going to be interesting, and I will have some more screenshots and whatnot as well for you guys. So I will just do a little thing at the bottom so you guys know what's actually going on and new people joining live. And make sure you like it, keep the comments going, have chats with each other and everything while I am gone. Let me just hide that. All right, back in 5 to 10 min with open bodybuilding results. I'll put in brackets on screen Final top 2 call out. There we go. All right, I'll remove myself from the stream now, guys, and I'll be back in 5 to 10 minutes. Try not to go anywhere because it does start to kill the stream. And like the video, comment, and have a conversation amongst yourselves. And if someone does decide to leave a super chat as well, it will be starred, so we'll be able to actually see that as soon as I come back, and I'll address that super chat too. All right, we'll be back soon, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in so far, and yeah, don't go anywhere. What's up, desktopers? We are back. Someone said it's been 15 minutes. Where are you, Xavier? Yeah, I'm back. Sorry, guys. I need to get some to eat. I was like, I think I might even have COVID, to be honest with you guys. Actually, I shouldn't say that on the stream. I shouldn't say it on the stream. But guys, let's go back to, we're about to have the men's open results. So we're about to have that right now. So I'll scroll through a few of these photos for you guys so you guys can see all the photos of Roman versus Andrea Presti. Because we're about to have the results. They just gave the bikini results, just gave women's bodybuilding results. We're about to have the results for the 2023 Mr. Big Evolution Pro, Portugal Pro. Who's winning? Let me know. Nah, Kevin, don't even try to make excuses for me taking a phone call. I did not have to take a phone call. I had to go to the toilet, and then I had to get something to eat because it is 5:30 a.m. and I haven't eaten since, well, before midnight. Let's put it that way. So I only had coffee, and yeah, I'm a little bit under the weather. So, but yeah, I'm gonna go to your poll results now. Who have you guys got winning this one? Wow, tons more votes, but still the same percentage. 41% say Roman Fritz, 59% say Andrea Presti. It seems like everyone that gets about 40% of the votes these days in contests, seems like they actually win the show. Let's see if that maintains. People asking for results. We're about to have them. Okay, I'm just turning the volume up a little bit in my headphones. I don't know. Who have I got for 4th and 5th? So we've got probably Wolski. Are they going to give, I think, the full top 10 results too? So this is cool. Or top 9, because I think there's only 9 guys in the show. So I'll say we're going to get Presti probably win. Then I'll say we will have Roman Fritz. Lionel Beyeke gets last. That's got to be rough for Lionel. So Lionel Beyeke gets last. Alessandro. Laszlo. I think it's Laszlos. So you got, he's in 7th. Vladislav Sucharuchko gets 6th place. He's got to be pretty devastated with that, to be honest. So Vlad got 6th. So we have results on right now. I've got to actually remove that bottom part of the screen. Banner. Peter Klancir gets 5th, so we'll have Krystian Wolski, I assume, in 4th, almost certainly. There we go, Krystian Wolski from Poland. Emir Omeragic in 4th. Sorry, 3rd place. So we're about to announce the winner. Roman in 2nd, so the winner is Andrea Presti. So I'll run over his results one more time. I'm just going to write in Emir Omeragic's name. So it went as predicted. So it went Andrea Presti in 1st, Roman Fritz in 2nd, Emir Omeragic in 3rd, 4th, Krystian Wolski, 5th, Peter Klancir, 6th, Vlad Sucharuchko, 7th was Laszlo, 8th was Alessandro, and 9th, last place, was Lionel Beyeke. So guys, Presti's coming out on stage. It says Andrea Presti, Germany. I thought he was Italian. Maybe he lives in Germany, or maybe that's just a mess up. So Andrea Presti gets the win. I think it was deserved. I think the judging was next level good. Honestly, I think that was very well judged show. Sometimes some European shows I'm a little bit critical of. Very well judged show. Andrea Presti gets the win. Take a little screenshot of this. I'm going to take a photo of the whole lineup, I think. Oops. All right. Happy for Andrea Presti. Deserved the win, in my opinion. Roman Fritz, so close. This was one of those shows he could definitely potentially win. Hopefully, Roman can get a win later in the year. But Roman has to be proud of himself. Coming back this good. I like to see Lionel smiling, at least, you know. It's got to be hard for him being a guy that, you know, sort of always right up there and then he places how he placed, you know. So yeah, so the prize money was 10,000 for first, 4,000 for second. So Roman gets himself a little check there. 3,000 for third, 2,000 for fourth, and then 1,000 for fifth. I think Lionel Beyeke's confused. He's going and hugging everyone on stage. They're like, just the athletes. I want a photo of them all. So I'll get a shot of the entire lineup. So if you're just tuning in live, Andrea Presti gets the win. Second place, Roman Fritz. Third place, Emir Omeragic. Fourth place, Krystian Wolski. Fifth place, Petar Klancir. And sixth place, Vlad Sucharuchko. And Vlad's just standing there with his hands on his hips. I don't think he's very happy. And now we're just taking photos of the top 5, so Vlad has to come off stage, takes his medal off immediately before he gets off stage. I have a feeling that Vlad Sucharuchko is not happy at all. Thank you guys for tuning in live. I'll just get another screenshot of this and then feature it up on the screen so you guys can see. For some reason, not coming up with comments on my end thing. Oh, damn, I just missed. Okay, so there's the top. Oh, I just missed out on it. Oh. Okay, they're just doing the top. They do the entire lineup. They do a photo of them, the top 5, and then they do a photo of the top 3, and then they do a photo of the winner. No wonder this contest took so damn long. Oh my god, they keep going the camera angle to the side. They hit 2 shots in each one too. Damn. What do I think about Krystian Wolski? Good physique. I mean, he needs probably a little bit more in his upper body. I need to see it again, straight on. But yeah, he's got great legs. Great legs. I think he just keeps improving. He just needs to just keep doing what he's doing. Huge congrats to Andrea Presti. Deserved the win, no doubt. I'll just feature a few of these shots on the screen for you. Just give me 1 second. And then I'm either going to go to sleep or I'm going to do another video. So I should have another video out probably for you guys. I might do a post-show wrap-up one. A quick summary or a side-by-side Presti versus Roman Fritz. Let me bring up some of these shots for you guys. All right, so I'll bring up these shots for you guys of the entire lineup, top 3 and whatnot. Let me just open them. Probably close this stream now. Let me just stop that one. Present, share screen, and let me show you guys. Oh, which one is it? Oh, wrong one. This one. Here we go. So here's the complete top 10, top 9. Lionel Beyeke on the far right. Then that's your top 5 there. We can see a top 3 for Antoine. In the middle, Presti there decided to move as soon as I screenshot it. Obviously, Fritz on the left, and then Emir Omeragic on the right. Obviously, same order there for those guys. And that's where you can really see Andrea Presti did deserve this win. And there he is there. Awesome. So congrats to Andrea Presti, deserving winner of the 2023 Mr. Big Evolution Portugal Pro 2023, as I mentioned. Then Stevie saying, Zave, hope you get a good kip after this. Yeah, I'm going to need a sleep, man. I'm a little bit under the weather too. So, but I do have some stuff on this morning because now it is 5:34. I've been up essentially almost all night, so a little bit wrecked. But it's fine. I enjoy doing this stuff. So, and just on the way out, Stevie, anyone know how Rob Taylor did in 212? He got an issue with his skin from the tan, and it looked like it burnt his skin. It was bad. So he did not come back for finals. So that's why he wasn't obviously up there in the results. So, and he said a few things happened to him. So I feel bad for the dude. Definitely feel bad for the dude. And on the way out from Kevin Clements, who's actually in hospital, send your love to Kevin Clements and your best wishes his way. Okay, everyone, have an awesome Monday and keep the good thoughts my way to get out of his dang hospital. Best wishes, everyone. Yep, exactly. Send all the good thoughts, all the well wishes Kevin Clements' way. Shout out, my man, and I hope you feel better very, very soon. Thank you, Lopsang, for Congress. Good job, Xavier. Shout out, my man. Thank you so much. All right, guys, thanks for tuning in to this live of the 2023 Mr. Big Evolution Pro. Andrea Presti wins. Fritz in second, and Emir Omeragic places third. And that's it for me. That's it for Desktop Bodybuilding. My name's Xavier Wills. This is Desktop Bodybuilding, and let me find the outro. And we are out.